Good morning, my darlings. How are you? I just have a word up in here. Kevin Samuels, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be giving bad advice, wrong advice. I'm going to put a clip up after this. And a beautiful young girl, 30, she has a 13-year-old son, and she's telling her that she's not worthy of getting a higher class man. What are you talking about? Such rubbish, such nonsense. I mean, that, you know, since you have a child, it's done for you. Ciara is there, who married Russell. Kris Jenner had 4 children before she married an Olympic champion. What are you talking about? I got married at 40. At 40, and Ula proposed to me within a week, 7 days or less, when he proposed to me. Kevin Samuels, don't do that. Girls, this is a self-esteem issue, and don't let him take advantage of that. Come to mama. On top of which, you should be uplifting. You should be uplifting women. You shouldn't be belittling them. That is wrong. As a mother, today, every mother should be uplifted to the highest esteem. It is not for the light-hearted. These girls didn't have abortions. They didn't put their children up for adoption. The man is there, not contributing. They're still in there. Kevin, you should focus on that. You're talking about men don't want your children, this, that, and so on and so forth. That's not true. What they don't want is the drama that is compounded with the way the adults behave. That's it. Children are innocent. Children are a blessing. If I had a child and Ula had met me, Ula would have married me in 3 days. He'd have been like, you need help, girl. Don't say that. That is wrong. Girls, don't believe him.
I'll be nice to you. You be nice to me.
Hello, my darlings. I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just putting my earrings on. I just finished doing a live on Facebook, a JUVIAS Place takeover. So I just thought, well, you know what? Since you're kind of made up and everything, you might as well come on here and give us a sister to sister. It's been brought to my attention about a certain Kevin Samuels. And he's a consultant, so he says. And a lot of you kept on sending me DMs. Fumi, check this guy out, check this guy out. What do you think? Do you have a response? For the very reason that he's extremely controversial. He talks about women. He rates them. He rates us. Yes. How tall are you? How old are you? Do you have any children? If you have children, then you can go for a high quality man. All this kind of nonsense. I've listened to a couple of his episodes. And when he says that, I'm like, what are you talking about? Ciara had a child from future that wasn't her future and found her future in Russell. You have Kris Jenner, who had 4 children before she married an Olympic champion. Of course, she married a Kardashian lawyer, but she got married again. What I'm trying to say is, my darling women, my darling sisters, if you have insecurity issues, you come to me. Don't go to him, and I will show you everything that you have done right, everything that you have done well. And I will applaud you for trying. And Kevin is not in a position to tell you who will marry you, who will not marry you, what is your worth, your age, so on and so forth. I defy everything. For me, my code MO is against all odds. Everything was against odds for me, and I made it through. I got married at 40. As you very well know, I had Adrian 48, 49. Much later in my life, things happened for me. If I'm to sit down and listen to Kevin Samuels, my God, I think I'll be in a psych ward thinking that my life is over. Your life is not over. For single women that have children, 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, I applaud you. I applaud you. I am a mother and I love Adrian with every ounce of my being. But the work is hard. My God, the work is hard. that you did not have abortions, that you did not leave your children up for adoption, that you show up every day and take care of your kids the best way you know how. I applaud you. You're doing better, so much better than what anybody is giving you credit for. And for me, that is why I'm at that stage where when I want to do giveaways, real giveaways, when I want to give away money, single moms, battered women, because I see how as time goes on, your confidence can wear thin. You begin to feel insecure. You feel that you're not that worthy. It's such a lie. You are better than most of us out there because what you're doing is so brave. You're looking for a man, not a problem. Do not think, as he says, that we cannot live without a man. He must be mad because guys cannot live without women. They cannot live without us. They are not inspired to do anything without us. We are the closest thing to Mother Nature. We give birth. We are so nurturing. I do not know who raised this man, but you should not listen to him. And Kevin, you are so out of order. You're so out of order. You're so rude. You're so disrespectful. Who do you think you are? And you know, that's what it is, life. Yep. Do you see scandal? You understand me? Will always fly further than anything else. We like dirt. We want to hear the gossip. Oh, what did he say? But you know what? Go to a nice channel. Go to Fumi. Let her support you. Let her, enrich you spiritually. No, nobody wants that. Brother has gone viral. He's gone viral, getting verified on Instagram. He's doing the most. He's wearing his suit. He's doing his thing. And people are flocking, men and women. And let me tell you something. There are some things that I agree with. It's the delivery. He takes the top of a trash can and he shoves it in your face and says, take it like that. Who do you think you are? You can say anything with a little bit of honey. It doesn't have to be vinegar. Or now that I'm thinking, maybe this is his thing, like Simon Cowell, when he came to America and he was doing, what's this show now? Music, songs, American Forgotten. I can't remember now. It's flying off of my head. But the point being, very much like Simon Cowell. And everybody would just lean in to hear what Simon Cowell had to say because we knew that he was going to be sour. This is Kevin Samuels. I guess maybe that's his thing. That's his MO and we haven't caught on. But I want you guys to know that you are, as women, first and foremost, we have to support each other. You are beautiful. You are so amazing and you are doing great. You are doing great. You wake up in the morning and you defy the odds and the voices in your head and on your shoulder, and you don't want to see the day. You don't think you can make it for the day, but you do show up and you do the best that you can for your children. I am saying this because I'm in a wonderfully beautiful, happy, gorgeous marriage. I love my husband. My husband loves me. Ula puts 60-70% in taking care of Adrian because I'm filming. He's with Adrian. He changes Adrian. He takes Adrian to bed. He takes him to the park. He looks for the daycare centers. He gets his food. Ula gives him his bath, everything. Ula is there. And still, I find it hard sometimes. I find it hard. I'm like, oh my God. That's why when some of you say, oh, Fumi, are you going to have another child? Nope. No. Not doing this again. I remember when I was expecting, I had friends who would say, ooh, I remember those early years. Ooh, no, I can't do that again. And I would look at them like, what are you talking about? And why are you saying that to me? I get it. It's hard. It is hard. And some of you have 3 children, 4 children, and you don't get the support. You don't get the support from the fathers. You don't get support from the system. There was a girl who left the children to go to work, and I think child services came. Yes, they should come, but they should come to help her because she's trying to put foods in their tummies. There's only so much you can do, and you can divide yourself only so much. No matter what, even when I had the nanny, I was still working. I am a hands-on mom. Anything that you can say about me, I'm a good mom. Ula's a good dad. It's still hard because we work full time on top of all of that. So for single mom, my heart goes out to you. Stop calling this guy, asking him for advice. Well, first and foremost, the way that I look at it, and I said it in the last episode, I will never take criticism from somebody that I would never go to for advice. That just does not make sense to me. You have to find your way, and you will not find your way in Kevin Samuels. Again, like I said, there are things that I do agree with. It's the way that he says it. It's the belittling and the demeaning way he talks to you, muting you, cutting you off with a whip, all this music, yes, this or whatever. No. I'm all for the drama. I'm all for Hollywood. I'm all for the showbiz. But don't treat other people like that, most especially when you know he's not going to be able to take it himself. Don't talk over me, yes ma'am, this, that, or whatever. It's a choice. Talking about most men would not want to marry a woman because she has a child. That is not true. Here's the mess. It's the adults. The adults don't know how to co-parent. In the case of Sierra and Future has been very childish in the way that he has behaved. Oh, Russell shouldn't take his child, this, that, and the other thing. Russell loves Sierra and he's taking care of baby Future so very well. Why can't we behave like adults? Why can't we all sit down and say, fine, this didn't work out. The children come first. Even if I don't love you anymore, even if we are falling out of love with each other, let us think of the children, because the children did not bring themselves here. We brought the children here. Case of Adrian, heaven forbid anything with me and Ula. You know what? From the second Adrian was born, it was no longer about me. And when I tell you I love me, I was like, what? It was no longer about me. It's about Adrian. And I'm so proud of the woman that I have become. Because when I tell you that I can keep my mouth shut, if I know that in some way, shape, or form, my act, in what I do, what I say, the way I dress can affect Adrian, I will be mute. I will be mute because it's all about my son. I brought him here, and I'll make sure till the day I die, till my last breath, that I protect him in every way, shape, or form. And that's what I'm saying to you, my beautiful ladies that have children. And it didn't work out with the fathers. And you are doing the heavy lifting. It can weigh thin on you. And I can understand how you don't dress up enough, you don't wear makeup enough, because it's not reality. I don't wear makeup I'm always in kaftans. To the point that I'm having a kaftan collection, a kaftan line. Part of my brand will be kaftans because I wear that during the day, because if Adrian wants to pull on me, spills his food, whatever, my hands are free, my legs are free, I can run, I can pick up stuff. This is what I wear because I'm at home taking care of my child. Ula is not an Instagram husband. He's not a Facebook husband. He's not an influencer husband. He takes care of the bills. He shows up every single morning and he works and he travels for business and he takes care of all of this, including me. We don't have time for the mess. There's mutual respect. This is an army. Everybody has a role. Even baby Adrian has a role in this unit. For some reason, God forbid, the unit decides to go different ways. We have to stay intact as much as we can for Adrian. If Ula, for whatever reason, I have to do that for Adrian. Adrian will come first. Adrian will eat first before me. So how can you, such an honored woman, such a highly respected woman, for all that you do, selflessly, listen to a buffoon like Kevin Samuels? Why would you do that? Self-esteem issues, I get it. Then go and see somebody. But don't listen to Kevin Samuels talking about you are 5 out of 10 at best. Who are you? Who are you? Talking about, oh, well, you know what? This man, that man. No. I totally and absolutely disagree with that. So guys, hitting me up. Like, subscribe, unlike, it doesn't matter to me. In this case, no. My feelings are raw. And you tell me down in the comment section how you feel about this. Because I really don't mind Kevin and I having a face-off. And Kevin, I won't speak over you. But I tell you this, you won't speak over me either. And I will mute you with a quickness, because I don't play those kind of games. I don't play those games with my sisters. And my beautiful sisters out there, I want you to stay strong. I want you to hang in there. There's ups and downs in life. That is what life is. It's for us when we're up, not to think that we have arrived, and when we're down, not to think there's no way out. We have to have a mental understanding that when things are tough, you hang in there, because it's a phase. It will come and it will go. When things are riding high, save your money. Be humble. Do not think you're the best, because that time too will pass. I love you all. Got to go. Mommy duties.